Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a parcel to nodes drainage behavior. This drainage behavior is useful for being able to transfer flows from parcels to nodes and basically defines the physical connection between them. So I'm going to open up a workgroup and go to flow generation, drainage behaviors. I'm going to right mouse click on drainage behaviors and select parcel to nodes drainage. And then I'm just going to call this parcel to nodes. Not terribly creative, but it'll do. And I'm going to expand that and right mouse click on parcel to nodes and view it. So it's blank right now, but in order to get started I need to tell it to which parcels I want to use to transfer flows from. So under geographic areas I've got one set of parcels called parcels main, and under the networks I've got two different networks, extended network and subnetwork. I'm going to transfer flows to the extended network. Now that I've selected those, I get a table that lists all of the parcels, the ID and the name, and then the corresponding nodes, the node ID and the node name. And you can go and click on this little button here to specify the nodes that you would like to assign. You can click on them in the list. You can come up and type if you'd like to try to search for nodes that match a pattern. So you can do it this way. It can be a little bit time consuming, and of course you need to know how to make the connections. You can also have Cape figure out the connections for you automatically by clicking on the automatically calculate button, and it'll bring up a little dialog that will do the calculations for you. It wants to know one thing first though. You have the option of ignoring nodes when the connections are made. So let's say for example you have a force main and you don't want any parcels to be connected to the force main because that wouldn't make too much sense. You can create a file and include all of the IDs of the nodes that you do not want to make the connections to. So if you want to do that, check this box and then put in the file name. This little tool tip here tells you how to format the file. It needs to be a text file, and you need to specify the node IDs, one per row, I believe. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to go ahead and calculate. And it says, it's just giving me a warning. It's going to go ahead and delete the parcel to node connections I've already set up. I'm going to say that's fine. Says it could take a minute. Are you sure? I'll say sure. And so it's going to go now and run through all the parcels. Okay. Came back with no errors, and it asked me if I want to review the log file. I'll say yes. And it generates a little table with the parcel ID, the pipe ID. And so what Cape actually does is it first tries to make a connection to a pipe, and then it will assign the flows from that pipe to the upstream pipe ID. It tells you what the distance to the pipe was and all kinds of useful information. So I'm going to close that up and close this up. And so now the screen updates with our connections. And if we want to, we can go and export these connections to a shapefile. So I'm going to export them into my data corral folder so that I can keep track of them. And I'm going to name, I'm going to call this parcel to, oops, I didn't get to finish typing the name. But anyway, that's all there is to it. So then you can take that shapefile and bring it into a GIS and look to see, check all your connections, make sure the parcel to nodes seem to be matching up right. If there's some that you don't like, you can come back into this screen and update them. Another thing you can also do is go directly into the file used by Cape for this drainage behavior. And let me show you how you do that. So I'm going to go into the folder where the workgroup exists. So this is the demo workgroup folder. I'm going to go into flow generation, drainage behaviors, and then here's the parcel to nodes behavior. I'm going to open it up in Notepad. And this is where, oops, there's nothing in here right now. It's because I haven't saved my drainage behavior. Let me save it real quick. Save parcel to nodes. Now if I go back, it should update this list in the file. Okay, so basically this file contains all the parcel to node IDs. So I could go in and manually update this file if I like. I could take, copy all of this. Oops. Copy all of this and paste it into Excel. So I can copy that, paste it into Excel, modify it, come back and paste it. Just be sure you paste it in the right area. So you want to paste it, after this last star here, starting here, and then going all down here, and you want to end it before this little tag here, this items tag. So it needs to be kind of sandwiched in between those areas. But after you've done that, you can save this, and then you'll need to reload your Cape work group for these changes to take effect from the file that you just edited. But that's all there is to it. So that's how you create a parcel to node drainage behavior.